All right, good morning and good day, everyone. So, welcome back to our regular presentation on homiletics, and this is part of our homiletics subject. Today, I would like to give you the structure of the sermon making. So, let me start from the question is how to make a sermon, or what should be the first one to be considered in making a sermon. So I'd like to start from knowing the aim of your sermon. What is your target? Aim, that's the number one. But the aim is that should be your foundation of having a homily or text from the Bible. So you should know your aim, or you should know your target. Otherwise, if you don't have an aim, so you will be uh, misled along the way, and you will not know what would be the outcome because you do not know what is your target or aim. So the first one need to be considered is you should know your aim, so that you, because sermon making is just like a cooking. For example, you cook a fish, a boiled fish. So at least a boiled fish after all, and because you're aiming for a boiled fish, so you have to prepare an ingredients uh, fitly to the boiled fish. That's my point. So you have to know the aim. Then after having the aim, during your presentation, the next one is introduction. That's the first thing you need to do before giving your homily. Introduction starts when you stand from your chair and go into the pulpit or to go into the classroom. That starts from your instruction. Unfortunately, that starts from your introduction, by the way. Unfortunately, uh, introduction in sermon preparation is the last one to be prepared, because how can you introduce something which you do not know? So introduction must be the last one, need to be prepared in sermon preparation. I hope you understand that. So after having an introduction, in most presentation we have, in most inclined sermon, is the textual sermon. By the way, there are many types of sermon. I'll be presenting that in this series, homiletic series. There are types of sermon. As far as I know, in my personal studies, there are 10. But during my time when I studied about homiletics, I knew only 4. But as the time goes by, so it is categorized into 10. You will know it in my next videos. So after having an aim, let's take for example a textual presentation. You have to present the text, because you will be giving a message, encouragement or doctrinal. You cannot make an encouragement of doctrinal based on certain individual only or most famous people. But the best one to do it is to make or to give a text from the Bible. That's our central text. Otherwise, if you be presenting a quotation from any great heroes or people, then there might be some who will not believe in you because of it is not from the Bible. So you should have a text from the Bible as your central foundation. After having a text, so you have to give the theme of your sermon presentation. Now, some will write this as a topic. What's the difference of topic into theme? Topic is just one or two words only, while theme is a construction of one word. For example, my God, my Savior. That's a theme. But when you say God is a provider, somehow it is just like a topic or a provision from God, something like that. So basically a topic is one or two words only, mostly one only. So say topic, salvation, forgiveness, encouragement. These are all topics. But when you say encouragement is very important, that becomes a theme. So whether a theme or topic, you have to reveal it before your main points. So after having a theme and your introduction, the introduction should be given either before giving the theme or the topic, or after giving the theme or the topic. It differs upon how you like it. As what I've said, introduction starts from you stand from your chair going to the rostrum. That's your introduction. So after having an introduction, you have to give the main point. In my personal assessment, the best sermon based on receptivity and attentively people will listen to you is more or less not in 3x3 sermon. I'll be teaching you a 3x3 sermon, but I assume that our presentation today is 3x3 sermon. So the first three is your main point. Point number 1, point number 2, and point number 3. Under point number 1, you have to deliver a sub-point so that the point number 1 can be understood, but do not make too much sub-points, otherwise it will ruin the whole thing. So for example, if you write it in Roman numeral point number 1, and then under that point number 1 should be sub-point A or B, C, but not too much, because as what I have said, it will may ruin the whole one. So after having a point number 1, point number 2, and sub-point to explain the point number 2 and point number 3. Actually, you can have more. We can have 4, 5, 6, 7. It depends upon you. But the ideal one is what I've said is 3x3 sermon. So after having delivering the body of the sermon comes your conclusion. So what is conclusion? Conclusion is different from summary or synthesizing it. Summary is just synthesizing it. But conclusion is a summary of your body plus an impact, giving you a solid blow to your congregation or to your listener, so that they can be either whether or not emotionally be driven. So you have to give your conclusion, a summary plus an impact with regards to your points. And then after having a conclusion, you have to, especially we Pentecostals, we need to let the people respond to your sermon. That's why we need to have a word challenge. We need to challenge and encourage people. For example, you are delivering a healing topic. So probably you will be saying at the end of your sermon, after having a conclusion, that your God is really a healer. Then in your challenge, you will challenge people of who are you or who among you needs to be prayed on physically differences. That's it. So challenge is very important. And then after having a challenge, then the way we do it in challenge, basically we're just like in our culture in the Philippines, we need to have a song. So you have to write the song before you deliver a sermon, so that you have a coordinated action together with the musicians or praise and worship team. Even the case, the musicians should know, so that it will not take time and it will not disrupt the ambience of your sermon and the emotion of the people. So as of today, I'll be giving you on the structure of the sermon, or how structure of the sermon making, and then I hope you have an idea of how you will do it. And I have presented you in my slides, I have presented you the points and everything, and I hope you can have your own, and I'll be giving you some tips on how to make it, on how to do it. So that's it for today. God bless everyone, and shalom.